Right. It's not the lighting in here is not brilliant, but I got the first coat of pink on that section of wall, which is good. And that was the wall that had all the electricals attached to it. Currently got an extension cord running to my laptop, so I can listen to some music while I'm doing this. I haven't continued across that way yet because I haven't prepped that bit yet. I just wanted to get this corner done so I can start moving stuff over this side because there's an awful lot of stuff in here that needs to be sorted through, and I just want to get some decorating finished before I start sorting. My paintwork isn't brilliant. I've managed to get a bit on the skirting board, which will be easy enough to tidy up. And the basic idea is obviously, let's go over this way. Oh, look, that wall's blue. Yeah, so that wall was always going to be blue. I was going to do this wall pink until I painted that wall white. Now you can see there is a line down there. That's because I used two different shades of white. I ran out of paint, so I had to go buy another can, and it was a different shade. Different manufacturer, I should say. Allegedly the same shade. So I'm going to have to repaint that wall. But I also took the time to fix the rail across the top. I'm going to have to do the same for the skirting board down the bottom once I can get at it. But the general idea was going to be that these two walls, this one and this one, were going to be white. And this wall behind me was going to be pink. But when I painted that wall white, it was a lot of white. So two walls together of white wasn't going to work. So I'm doing the blue and the pink opposite each other. If you can figure out what colour scheme I'm going for. The floor, again, if you look up there, you see where the roof is different. That was basically because we had built-in wardrobes. And when we pulled those out many moons ago, they'd done the textured ceiling up to that, and they'd done the carpet up to that. So there was nothing in that section. So that's why the floor's coming up and the carpet. And then while I'm doing this, I've discovered this. And this, if I can get it open, that's a floor vent that they've covered over and buried under carpet. I'm keeping the piece of metal over it just to keep the draft out as much as I can. But that would kind of explain the sort of water staining to a degree under the windowsill. It's just not enough ventilation because I've got the two ceiling vents, wall vents at the top there, but there's nothing in the floor, and it's apparently because they buried it. So yeah, the idea obviously is pink, white and blue, go figure. I'm thinking once I've got this wall finished in pink, I'm going to do, because it's a double glazed plastic window, but it's a wood trim. So I'm probably going to do this one in blue as a good contrast against the pink. I thought that'd split. And then that one over there, I'm probably going to do in pink for a good contrast against the white. And then it's just a matter of sorting out curtains. Now with the floor, the carpet is definitely coming out because it's awful carpet to begin with. And as I say, there are big patches where there were cutouts for built-in stuff, which we no longer had. So I'm going to use carpet tiles, and I'm thinking either a black and a grey or two different shades of grey, just to sort of... There's a lot of white going on in this room. I've got two walls of white and the ceiling's going to be white, and then obviously I've got the blue and the pink for like contrast colours, but then I want to sort of bring the room down a little bit, so I think a darker carpet would work quite well. And I thought about going blue and pink, but that might just be a bit much, so two different shades of like a black and a dark grey maybe, or a dark grey and a slightly lighter grey in floor tiles, because it'll be easy to manage with the stuff that's in here, which I need to sort through, but can't bring myself to do it yet. So that's that. Then obviously it's retexturing the ceiling. Essentially I want all the walls and ceiling done before I even worry about the floor, and then that's when we start sorting through stuff, figuring out what's going where, things of that nature, because I want this room to literally just be somewhere to sleep. I don't want any if you go into my other room, which we're not going to go at the moment, but that has literally got my life in it. Got all my projects, all my gaming stuff, everything is in there, and I don't want that in here. I just want this to be somewhere where if I want to play a video game, I have to physically get up and go into a different room. So that's the plan, at least. We're still a long way away. this wall, this white wall here, is pretty much finished. I've got to do a little strip down there, and then obviously tidying up where where I've done a rough job with the pink over there. And then there's that little bit of blue I need to tidy up because I've gone a bit crazy on the white work. And then it's, as I say, I need to repaint that wall entirely because I've got 2 different shades of white. And then it's, yeah, so it's like, oh, and the radiator's going to need replacing because that's pretty much the only original radiator left in the building. And every other radiator in the building has been replaced because they've failed. So that one, I think, is more a matter of time as when that one fails. So it's easy just to, preemptively change it out and get a new one put in. Hopefully I'll get the right size this time because in the other room, the last radiator I replaced, I measured it, length and height and stuff, but I didn't measure it depth-wise. So I ended up buying a radiator that was like that thick, and I only needed one that was that thick, so I had to reinforce the wall. So I just got to get the right radiator this time for that. But I'll be worrying about that once I've cleared some of this stuff out of the way. I'm currently working my way around, moving it around as and when. It's just because I don't want to sort through it at the moment. A lot of it's going to be donated, so a lot of the clothes and blankets and stuff will be donated, and that'll free up a lot of space and stuff, and then all of this sort of thing. But yeah, it's a process. The hallway, which I was painting the other week, that's pretty much done. There's a little bit of paintwork still to do on the ceiling, and then I want to replace the carpet. And in here, in this room, because I got a cool purple lampshade, I'm thinking some kind of pink or purple carpet, because that carpet flows through the entire house, and it's ugly. It is ugly, it's dirty, I just don't like it. And having got the grey floor in the kitchen, which is the same as the grey floor in the bathroom, I kind of want to do something a little different in here. So I'm thinking like a dark rose pink or something, or almost a purple, which would make a nice contrast to like I'm genuinely thinking black and dark grey, just to sort of bring the room down together a bit. There's enough colour in here that a darker carpet isn't going to hurt too much. So yeah, progress is being made. The dodgy electrics on this wall, anyway, on this section, have been taken care of. I've pulled it all out, filled all the holes in, discovered some floor vents along the way, which I'm going to have to work on, and then I'm not sure what, if any, vents I might find as I do the rest of the floor. So yeah, we're still going, we're still getting there. You can see the pink a little bit better. It's a bit patchy because there's only one coat. But yeah, that'll do. That's an update. The electrics are in hand. I'm finding more issues. And then, yeah, just decorating and clearing stuff out. So that'll do you for right now. I will speak to you another time. Bye-bye now.